Okay, booking a hotel room. It should be easy, right? But sometimes, especially when you're in a new city, it feels like this high stakes conversation. What if you could just master it? Today, we're going to break down this entire interaction, step by step, and turn that feeling of anxiety into a blueprint for total confidence. So imagine this. You walk through those hotel doors, luggage in hand, and you approach the front desk. That first sentence, man, it can feel like the hardest part of the entire trip. But what if I told you it's actually the simplest step of all? All right, first things first, let's totally reframe this whole situation. This is not a test. Seriously, it's a partnership. You have one goal: get a room that works for you. And guess what? The receptionist has the exact same goal: to help you get that room. Realizing you're on the same team, well, that changes everything. Okay, so with that in mind, let's dive into the first phase, making the first move. This is all about how you kick things off with clarity and real confidence. Forget trying to think of some perfect, witty opening line. This one phrase does all the heavy lifting for you. I'd like to book a room for 2 nights. It's polite, it's super direct, and it gives the receptionist the two most important bits of information to get started. Now, what's so cool about this phrase is just how much work it's doing. I'd like to, that's polite. Book a room, super direct. And specifying the number of nights, bam. You've immediately given them the first critical piece of information they need. With just one sentence, you've taken control of the conversation. And just watch what happens next. Because you started so clearly, the receptionist's response is going to be completely predictable. They don't have to guess what you want, they just need to narrow down the options. And just like that, the conversation starts to flow naturally. And right here, this is the magic moment. The conversation is no longer about you trying to find the right words. Nope, it's now just a simple decision tree. You just have to answer straightforward questions one at a time. Easy. See the pattern? A simple question gets a simple answer. A direct response, a polite please, and boom, you've moved the conversation smoothly to the very next step. Okay, so you've established the what, a double room. Now we move to the next critical phase, getting the key details. And this involves asking the single most important question for any traveler. This question? This is your power move. It's the tool you use to manage your budget and stay in control. After confirming the room type, this should always be your immediate next step. Don't be shy about it, it's completely expected. And remember, this question isn't just about gathering information. This is your decision point. The answer they give you is what will determine whether you say yes or decide to maybe look elsewhere. It gives you all the power. The receptionist will give you a clear, direct answer. For example, $85 per night. But here's a pro tip. Listen carefully for what's included. That little phrase, including breakfast, can be a total game changer. Okay, the price is right, breakfast is included, you're happy. It's time for the final phase, sealing the deal and getting that key in your hand. So, how do you confirm? With another wonderfully simple and direct phrase, I'll take it. This is the verbal handshake. It signals you're absolutely ready to proceed. Once you say this, the negotiation is over. You've officially agreed to the terms. All that's left are the final, simple logistics of checking in. The room is basically yours. And those final logistics follow a predictable script. First, the receptionist will ask for your ID to complete the check-in. Next, you'll likely be asked if you need help with your luggage. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for, you get your room key. It's just a smooth, simple sequence. You'll almost always hear this question. It's a standard, courteous offer of service from the hotel staff, just showing that they're there to make your stay a bit easier. And your response is just as easy. There's no need to feel awkward about it. A simple yes, that would be helpful if you want the assistance, or a polite no thank you if you don't. Both are absolutely perfect. So we've walked through the entire conversation. Let's wrap this up by putting together your essential phrases. Think of it as a toolkit that will work in just about any hotel, anywhere in the world. Let's look at the complete toolkit. Just 5 key steps. The opener that starts the conversation, the choice that narrows it down, the question that gives you control, the confirmation that seals the deal, and the polite reply. You master these 5, and you've mastered the entire exchange. So, the crucial point is this. A hotel conversation isn't some unpredictable test of your English. It's a predictable, step-by-step exchange. Once you understand the pattern and have your key phrases ready, you've completely mastered the situation. And that's what we really wanted to give you here, not just a script to memorize, but an understanding of the structure, because that structure is what gives you real, lasting confidence for any real-world situation you find yourself in. And now you're all checked in. You have the key in your hand. You're ready to head up to your room and drop off your bags. But before you leave the desk, what's the next practical question you might ask? Maybe about the Wi-Fi or the best place for dinner? The conversation is yours to continue.